Students, I'm Raja Chauhan from Laksh International School Maheshwar. Today we are going to solve questions of exercise 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. We have already studied exercise 1.1 and 1.2 in our previous video. Now we will solve the questions of these exercises. Let's see the concept. Large number we use in daily life. Here you have to read the units which are given. In length 100 centimeter equals to 1 meter, 1000 meter equal to 1 kilometer. In weight 1000 milligram equals to 1 gram, 1000 gram equal to 1 kilogram. Now capacity 1000 milliliter equals to 1 liter, 1000 liter equal to 1 kiloliter. So here kilo is the largest and meter is smaller. Now we will solve the exercise 1.3. Question number 1. One plastic bead weighs 20 milligram. What will be the weight in grams of a string of these beads containing 120 beads? Now solution of this question is, first of all we will write the given. Weight of plastic bead equals to 20 milligram. Now we know that 1 gram equals to 1000 milligram. So 1 milligram equals to 1 upon 1000 gram. So 20 milligram equals to 20 upon 1000. Now when we solve 20 upon 1000 we will get 0.02 gram. Now we have to calculate weight of 120 beads. So 120 into weight of 1 bead in gram. So 120 into 0.02 gram. When we solve this we will get answer 2.4 gram. This is our answer. Now next question. The population of a town was 3,47,509 in the year 2005 to 2006. The next year it was found to have increased by 11,670. What was the population in 2006 and 2007? Now solution of this question is, first of all we will write the given. The population of town in 2005 and 2006 is 3,47,509. Now increase in population is 11,670. Now we have to calculate the total population, so we have to add both these two numbers. So when we add these two numbers we will get our answer. Now in the same manner you have to solve the next question, question number 3. Question number 4. Potatoes were packed in sacks, each weighing 7 kg 500 gram. How many such sacks can be loaded in a truck with a carrying capacity of 1500 kg? Now first of all we will write the givens. Weight of one sack equal to 7 kg 500 gram. Capacity of truck equals to 1500 kg. Weight of sack in kilogram equals to 7 kg. Now we have to calculate number of sacks that can be loaded in the truck, so it will be considered as x. So x multiplies 7.5 kilogram equals to 1500 kilogram. So when we solve this we will get our answer, that is 200 kilogram. Now in the same manner you have to solve question number 5. Question number 6. In an election the successful candidate got 8,77,408 votes and won the election by a margin of 12,600 votes. How many votes did the nearest rival get? So first of all we will write the given votes of candidate who won, which is 8,77,408. Now the margin of winning is 12,600 votes. Now votes of nearest rival. So we have to subtract from votes of candidate who win to margin of winning. So we will get the answer 8,64,808. Now in the same manner you have to solve question number 7 and 8. Now question number 9. A student multiplied 2,386 by 78 instead of 87 by mistake. How this answer less than the correct answer. So we will multiply both the numbers and see what's the values. Multiplication of 2386 by 78, we will get 1,86,108. Multiplication of 2386 by 87, we will get 2,07,582. Difference of both the numbers, so we will subtract from 2,07,582 minus 1,86,108. So we will get our answer 21,474. Now question number 10. The given diagram shows the route taken by a bus starting from point A. Observe it carefully and answer the question that follow. First, which two consecutive stages of the route are the farthest from each other? See, the farthest route is E to F, which is 4532. So we will write here, first answer is E and F are farthest from each other. Now second, how much distance did the bus travel from A to D? Here A to D, so you have to add these numbers, then you will get your answer. So here we add the numbers 1102 plus 1210 plus 2342. Okay. Now question number 3, how much distance did the bus travel from the point D to the point G? So here also you have to add the numbers. Now what is the total distance covered by the bus from point A and back to point A? Now here you have to calculate all the kilometers value, so you will get your answer. Now question number 5, find the difference in the distance from point B to point C and from point E to point F. So first of all, what is the distance from B to C? That is 1210. And what is the distance from E to F? That is E to F is 4532. So subtract that our answer. Now our next topic is rounding of numbers, first to the nearest 10. For this we will look at the digit in the ones place. If the digit in the ones place is 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4, then we will round off to the lower number. Suppose we have an example 22, so we will round off to 20. Now in the next case, if the digit in the ones place is 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, then we round off to the higher number. Means suppose we have 26 number, so the round off number will be 30. Now to the nearest 100, for this we will look at the digits in the tens and ones place. Here if that number lies between 1 to 49, then we round off the lower number, and if we have a number between 50 to 99, then we will round off to higher number. Suppose we have example 3215, so we will round off to 3200. Now to our third rule is to the nearest 1000. For this we will look at the digits in 100, tens and ones place and the number they form. If that number lies between 1 to 499, then we will round off to lower number, and if the number lies between 500 to 999, then we will round off to higher number. Now exercise number 1.4. Question number 1, round off the following numbers to the nearest 10, 100, 1000 and complete the table. So first number is 7618. So we will round off, when we round off to from 10 position, we will get 7620. Now when we round off to 100, we will get 7600. When we round off to 1000, we will get 8000. Okay. Now in the same manner we will solve third question 2347. Here when we round off to 10th position, so it will be 2350. When we round off to 100, we will get 2300. When we round off to 1000, we will get 2000. Now in the same manner you have to solve other. Now question number 2, in the sum given below, round off the number to the nearest 100 and find the estimated answer. Also find the actual answer. First question is 2213 plus 6792. So when we round off 2213, we will get 2200, and when we round off 6792, we will get 6800. So the estimated answer means you have to calculate the round off numbers, that is 2200 plus 6800. So when you add these two numbers, you will get 9000, and the actual number is actual answer, and actual answer means you have to calculate the given values addition answer, which is 9005. Now in the same manner you have to solve second, third, fourth, fifth. Now question number third, in the sum given below, round off the numbers to the nearest 100 and find the estimated answer. Also find the actual answer. Now here in place of minus, in place of addition, here is subtraction. So in the same manner you have to solve. Now question number 4, in the following sums, round off the numbers to the nearest 100 or 10 and find the estimated answer. Now here first question is 616 into 234. So when you round off 616, you will get 620, and when you round off 234, you will get 230. So when you multiply both the numbers, you will get 1,42,600. So this is your answer. Now in the same manner you have to solve others. Now question number 5, write any 5 3-digit numbers which when round off to the nearest 100 give 500. Now you have to write any 5 numbers which will be round off to 500. So here we will take suppose 456. So when you will round off this, you will get 500. So these are all the numbers which can be round off to 500. Now question number 6, write any 5 4-digit numbers which when round off to the nearest 1000 give 3000. Now in the same manner you have to solve this question for 3000. Write any 5-digit numbers which round off to the nearest 10,000 give 20,000. Okay, so when you round off suppose 17,000, so it will be round off to 20,000. Like also you can write 18,000, 19,000. Write any 5 6-digit number which when round off to the nearest lakh give 4 lakh. Now in the same manner you have to write the 5 numbers for 4 lakh. Now our next topic is using bracket. So let's see an example here. 6 plus 9, which is in bracket, into 22. So here first we solve the bracket values, which it means first of all you have to solve 6 plus 9. The answer you will get 15. 15 into 22, then you will get the final answer. So here in using bracket you have to solve the bracket first. Now Roman numerals. Roman numerals means we already studied in our previous classes that Roman numeral system. What is Roman numeral system? We also use in our school to denote the classes, class first, class second, class third. So now we will see are the letters or symbol which is used in Roman number. For first we will use I. Okay, now for fifth we will use V. For 10 we will use X. For 15 we will use L. For 100 we will use C. For 500 we will use D, and for 1000 we will use M. So you have to learn this one. Okay, now here are the rules. You have to read this in a proper. Okay, now we will solve the exercise 1.5. Express the following statement in numbers using brackets. First, the sum of 14 and 10 divided by 8. Now here read the question properly. The sum of 14 and 10. So the sum of 14 and 10 means 14 plus 10. So you have to write 14 plus 10 in bracket. After this, divided by 8 means you have to make the divide sign and then 8. Okay, so likewise you have to write 14 plus 10 divided by 8. Now 49 multiplied by the difference of 19 and 5. Now here 49 multiply. Now the difference of 19 and 5 means 19 minus 5. So we have to write 19 minus 5 in bracket. In the same manner you have to solve third, fourth, fifth question. Simplify the following using bracket. Now here there is no use of bracket, so you have to solve the directly for the multiplication. Now question number 3, write the following in Roman numerals. First 68. 68 is greater than 50, so we will use L, and then X, and we will use the 8 Roman sign. Now in the same manner you have to solve these questions. For this you can take help from the Roman number topic, which I already included in this video. Now question number 4, write in Indo-Arabic numerals. First CD XXX. Now we know that C is used to represent 100 and D for 500. So here C is written on left side of D. It means we have to reduce 100 from 500. That is 400. So for 400 we will use CD, and XXX means we will use for 30. So here the number is 340. Okay. Now in the same manner you have to solve this next question. Now question number 5. Write any 5 numbers between 100 to 500 in Indo-Arabic and Roman numerals. So let's take an example, 190. How we can write 190? CXC. Now in the same manner you have to solve or find out 4 more examples. Now question number 6. Write the year of your birth in Indo-Arabic and Roman numerals. Now here suppose your birth year is 2008. So for 1000 we will use M. Now here is 2000. So we will write MM, and then for suppose 8. So you have to write the 8 Roman number. Here we are done with exercise 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. I hope all the questions are clear. In the next video we will start the next chapter. So be prepared for that also and practice these questions well. Thank you and have a nice day.